Hi everyone, I'm CNJ and welcome to CNJ Jamaica. Today I will be showing you the Yallahs Baptist Church. It's the oldest Baptist church in St. Thomas and it's one of the oldest Baptist church in Jamaica.
Welcome back everyone to CNJ Jamaica. Enjoy today's video and remember to like, comment, subscribe and share with all your friends and family. It's CNJ Jamaica, all about St. Thomas.
Hi everyone, I'm CNJ and welcome to CNJ Jamaica. Today I'm at the Yallahs Baptist Church. It's my church. I've been attending this church since I was 16 years old, and I'm no spring chicken anymore, but I'm still here serving in this church, in the family of God. And today I'm going to just tell you the history of the church and to just share some of the ways in which the church has been contributing to the parish of St. Thomas. But before I get into the video for today, let me just let you know of some changes to the channel. I normally upload every Sunday and Thursday, but now I'm just making a few changes. I will still continue my Sunday upload, and the Sunday upload is normally about the parish of St. Thomas. I will now add a Monday upload, and it's called Monday Devotion or Monday Inspiration. I've been doing that for about 3 weeks now. I will also continue with my Thursday upload, and that is anything that of interest to me at the time. And then if there's anything special happening in the community, I will upload that on another day in the week. So my normal upload will be on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, and then there will be another upload on either a Saturday or a Tuesday based on what is happening in the parish. So put that in your diary, and I try to upload 2 p.m. on the days that I'm uploading. Alright, so it's 2 p.m. Jamaican time on the days that I'm uploading. So continue and let us look now on the history of the Yallahs Baptist Church, what it has done for over the years, and how they are contributing to the community at this time. So stay tuned and enjoy Yallahs Baptist Church. Yallahs Baptist Church is one of the oldest Baptist church in Jamaica. You know what? It was supposed to be the first. Reverend Tinson in 1822, he wanted to start a church right here in Yallahs, a Baptist church right here in Yallahs. But sometimes even though we make plans, things don't work out the way that we want it to. So he came back in 1828 and the Baptist church in Yallahs was established. This building that I'm actually sitting on the steps of, it was erected by the members of the church at the time in 1917. So the Yallahs Baptist Church has been around from 1828 until now. This is the place that many persons worshipped at for years. But over time, as the congregation got larger, they moved from this building to what was to be the church hall, but is now the house of worship. The new house of Yallahs Baptist Church. So, listen as individuals reminisce on their time in this building, in that building, from they were younger to now that they're older. Yallahs Baptist Church, from 1828 to now, still giving service to God.
That time it was being led by the choir leader, Mrs. Duncan.
Okay.
Mrs. Duncan was a disciplinarian, so when you got a chance to do something outside of the norm, it was always fun as children.
Okay, so how many plays you had for the year?
Easter, we had our Easter play and our Christmas play, but we also had our harvest supper, which also gave us the opportunity to do little skits, as well as do poetry and songs and so on. There was even modeling.
Okay.
Yes, and that was always funny, because we got to do clothes from way back then and so on. So it was good, it was fun.
So you had a lot of activities, man.
Yes, we did. At that time there was so much. we took the opportunity to do little presentations and so on in church just for the fun of it as young persons.
Okay.
So it was good.
It was good.
Really
It was good. So, what as one of the persons now who facilitates the young persons as they are now enjoying their time as you did before? What's the difference now with them?
I think one of the biggest difference between the young now is that coming out for church activities, we didn't have any. This was our fun session. This was our time to play with friends and so on. We didn't have any cell phone to distract us. So communication was everything. You would play your games, you would, just have laughter and fun together as children. So, and back then you took every opportunity to come out of the house and be with your friends.
Yes.
And once you said to your parents, you're going out to church, there was no stopping you.
Yes, so church was a place you would meet up with your friends.
Yes.
While now, they have other opportunities.
They have other things, other things distracting them and so on. So when you say, come out to church, it's not the same. They're busy.
They're busy.
Yeah.
And they're easily bored.
And they're easily bored.
Yeah. Any other contribution from anybody else?
One of my fondest memories was harvest supper. So when we had harvest, all the things would be here, and it was on a class basis. And so what you found was that the older person, some of them, well, I've always been in class 1, I was in class 2, but class 1, you had the older members, Mr. Purchase, and they would raise like pig and goat, and they would sell the chicken and stuff, and that money came to church, when the chicken would be used to cook the Monday after. So the harvest was the Sunday, and all the produce and stuff would be sold. Like, you sell those, but then the meat and everything would have a supper the Monday. So they'll come out early and they'll cook up under the big mango tree where Rev is. They'll cook and you come and buy your dinner.
Okay.
So that money as well went back to church. That was a fun
I see that happening in
time.
some churches, even in Kingston.
Right.
Boulevard, I should have still doing that.
Yes, that's what we used to do. You had persons like Telly.
Right.
Oh Lord, man,
Telly
when
could
Mr.
cook.
Bailey cooked soup and stuff.
Man.
It was just different,
And then Mrs. Morrison took over the harvest supper activities. So you would the things that the little modeling and so on. She would be responsible for it after Mrs. Duncan died.
And right now, these persons, they're facilitating the young individuals, and they are now doing a treasure hunt in church. So they are continuing the tradition of Yallahs Baptist Church having fun time with young people. They remember what happened then, and they're trying to ensure that the young persons of today are experiencing a little of it now. The treasure hunt is happening right now at the Yallahs Baptist Church for youth retreat, and they're following all of the COVID-19 protocols to ensure that everybody is safe.
That's the roundabout. I like smoke. Good Friday morning. Every Good Friday morning, Sister Eddie would sing her song. Oh Lord, with the song was something about they crucified him and they whipped him. And we can't remember the song, but really just from when I was a child,
Yes.
every Good Friday morning, Sister Eddie did that selection. Every Good Friday morning. And as a child growing up, I said, "What do you want to sit down?" She was not the best singer.
Yes.
Every Friday when say, alright, Sister Eddie I go sing that song.
Yeah.
But no, looking
As
back,
an adult, and you look back.
Yes.
you recognize what it meant to her,
Right.
and you actually miss it knowing that she's no longer here.
I remember it was I don't know if it was a Christmas service or a New Year service. She came late. I think it was a Christmas morning service. She came late. It was the year before she died. She came late, and when she came, the service was over, and she cried because she was saying she don't know if it's going to be the last Christmas. And I think Rev had said no, and they did a little service with her.
Right.
And then she came the next year, and then after that she died.
She was always so infectious. She always so happy and she always dancing and singing. And my Sister Eddie started singing and dancing. The whole church never can sing and dance.
Yeah.
And our birthdays, go back and go on balloons and you know, then fix up the church with balloons and all this celebrate good time.
Yeah, something you wonder if in the future, 10, 50 years from now, if this is how young people will be remembering.
Yes.
Remembering.
You wonder.
I remember me sitting down in the front, but remember.
Yeah, it is, you know. And the thing is that you look back, and for me, sometimes I stand and I look and I remember all the persons who were here,
Mm-hmm.
and they're no longer here.
I remember
So
Mr. Telfo.
I don't like memorial services. I can't deal with it.
But the thing is that I remember coming to this church at age 16, walking in and then being told that since I'm here at that time I have to go to Sunday school, and then going around the side and seeing Mr. Telfo as a teacher for the youth class, and sitting down and then hear this man, this distinguished gentleman, you know, telling you about God and relaying experiences. And it was kind of different because my father was never in the house. So having that man at church, you know, imparting the gospel to you and talking, and you had a group of young persons listening and cheering. That is what caused me to even remain at this church. Through times when I say, when I come to the church, I go. But I always go back and remember that time.
And the thing too, you know, Claudia, for me, Deacon Telford, those persons were persons who allowed us to grow. I remember because, you know, we're trying to have the class system and stuff, but back then the class system was more alive than it was now. So you'd have cottage meetings and Bible study and prayer meetings. And like when they have like a house meeting, Deacon Telford would come with his order of service. And he would say, Young Wheeler, you're going to read the Bible. Young Wheeler, you're going to, now asking a question.
Yeah, telling you.
You are going, and out of this, then I became who I am in terms of church now, because you got the opportunity then to do things in church because of these persons. They groomed you.
Yes. So what is it that they did that we are not doing now?
The reality is that, Claudia, then the village raised the child.
Yes.
No, we don't want anybody to talk to our children.
Yes.
And our children have grown with the mentality that Auntie Claudia can't talk to me.
Yes.
So if we go back to that system where we know that, look here, you go to church and you do something, Auntie Claudia can clap your bottom. And when you come home, you clap you again because you should make Auntie Claudia have to clap you. If we go back to that, then these children will understand that, yeah, your parents are your parents, but the community of the church, they are responsible for you as well. And so that, I think that would help them to grow, you know, into these kind of projects. Which is why when I see them wanting to do something, this is why we're talking, you know. When they want to do something, don't shun them, don't tell them no. Allow them to do what they want to do, because this is how they learn and this is how you keep them.
Yeah.
Because if they find that they don't have a space to express themselves,
Yeah.
they're gonna leave.
Okay.
And Rev reiterates that, you know, at every christening, you hear Rev ask the church if they are willing to help to groom this child, and ask you if you are willing to stand, and you stand. And if persons allow, if you really allow your children to come, I mean, and we know that you won't get upset if we correct your child, because some people, you know, you go and tell them that Nissa did so, you know, they're fussing up, leave me alone. So, you know, as Nissa was saying, the community needs to groom the children, and if a member of the church sees some potential, because this is how I am a member of the choir. Mr. Telva says, you young lady, you are going to be on the choir.
Okay.
And that was it.
Okay.
The next choir rehearsal, I was there.
The thing is that people live on within these memories, eh?
Yes, they do.
Wow.
So, you know,
Wow.
the community, the church community, you have to allow them to groom.
The thing is that Deacon Telford, he was at a place where he was able to influence so many young persons.
Yes.
Because he was the person teaching the young people. So in his quiet way.
Yes.
And a lot of them, I mean, for me, when I look back, persons like Sister Fisher, people might say she's
Sister Fisher.
But I remember I started teaching Sunday school when I was a child. I remember at 6 years old, Sunday school was under the mango tree. It was Sammy and Sweets who were my Sunday school teacher. And when, if they were late, Sweets can tell you when she come, we don't read the lesson, offering collect, and And because you knew what to do, these children know you don't come, they go and sit down and chat. I remember at 14, Sister Fisher handed me the youth book for teacher class.
Alright.
And I started to teach Sunday school. When I went to university, I gave up the class that I had because that was where my foundation. So it led me to go and research, reading less research. So when I came, I could share with my counterparts because of course they were the same age. Some of them were older than me, but I was now the teacher. Until you grow to adult and you know you had, I think I was giving the younger class, the class that mommy has now. That's the one I had when I left and went to university and came back. So these persons in their own way, they somehow they had influences on you. And it's now recognizing that they're no longer here. It's when you recognize the influence that they had. Because maybe they didn't do these things.
Yeah.
Your father wouldn't be here. You'd have gone go to this.
Yeah.
You know, doing your own thing.
So in our own way, we have to ensure that we help to groom the next generation. And if they are not able to take over the mantle, then we have failed them in some way.
And the reality of it is that the song, it speaks volume. They all who come behind us.
Find us faithful. Grace.
It speaks volume.
And that is Memories of Yallahs Baptist Church, then and now. Thank you for listening. CNJ. Bye.